All right. Looking at the word problem. Last year, the volleyball team paid $5 per pair for socks and $17 per pair for shorts on a total purchase of $315. So what you want to do is identify X and Y to represent socks and shorts. So let's say that X represents socks and Y represents shorts. So they have 5X plus 17Y.
Wait, Miss McBride, I have a question.
Equals 315. Yeah.
Did Q say that if we do the evens, we would get bonus points?
I've not said anything yet. So, and then it is, this year they spent $342 to buy the same number of pairs of socks and shorts. However, the new cost is $6 and $18. So it's 6X plus 18Y equals $342.
And that answers your joke from Friday.
Okay.
Something no arms to their list. That's what they're writing.
They can't write.
Exactly what I told you.
Yeah. Cool. All right. About to be benched. Solve for this.
To me.
Please solve for this. How would you solve for X and Y? You have two choices. Do you want to substitute or eliminate?
Wait, what's that one thing? Like, I remember doing something in Miss Gordon's where, like, we would have, like, 2 equations, and then we would just, like, subtract down.
That's eliminate. That's the elimination method. So, in this case, either method is going to involve multiplying or solving. Because 5 and 6 don't subtract to get 0. And 17 and 18 don't subtract to get 0. So neither method is truly quote unquote nice. It's more a preference at this point, whether you want to substitute or eliminate.
Why just eliminate when you got a negative number?
So then you did it wrong.
Well, then you chose that.
So if you choose to eliminate, you would have to find the LCM of 5 and 6. The least common multiple between 5 and 6. So 5 gives 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 6 is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So the LCM is 30. So you'd have to multiply the top equation by 6 if you want to eliminate, and the bottom equation by -5. So that you had 30x and -30x. So when you added them together, they cancel.
Isn't there, like, technically, like, more than one answer for all these
Yeah.
types of questions?
So you get 102y equals 315 times 6, which is, they're not, 1890. 18 times -5 is -90y equals 342 times -5, which is -1710. When you add them together, you get 102 minus 90, which is 12y, and you get 1890 minus 1710, which is 180. You divide 180 by 12, and you get y is equal to 15. That means that the volleyball team bought 15 pairs of shorts both years. You use that 15 to solve for x. So then you get 5x plus 17 times 15 equals 315. So 5x equals 315 minus 15 times 17, which is 60. Divide by 5, and we get x equals 12. So what that means is they bought 12 pairs of socks and 15 pairs of shorts both years. Yes.
Oh, it did. Yeah. So like the numbers have to work for like so.
Yes.
You also help me plug in those numbers to check my answer.
Yes.
Right?
So like this number and this number have to work for both equations. So if you get an x and a y and you use the top equation, you can check to make sure they work by plugging into the bottom. So you take 6 times 12 plus 18 times 15, and when I multiply and add that together, it needs to equal 342, which it does. Yes.
How do you get 60?
315 minus 17 times 15. It's just I was so close to the edge it was switching out, so I couldn't write it. Okay, so what I want to do is review at least one more elimination and one more substitution with you. So on the front, we did the odds. So let's look at example number 2 in 3-2 skills to make sure we know how to substitute. So you have x plus 3y equals -3, and 4x plus 3y equals 6. So with substitution, you want to solve for the variable that has a coefficient of 1. So in this case, we are solving for x. So that's -3 minus 3y, because I just took the 3y and subtracted it to the other side. Substitution says I take that x and I substitute for x in the other equation. So if I solve the top equation for x, I'm replacing x in the bottom equation. So that you have 4 plus 3y equals 6, exactly as it was, but where you had an x, you replace it with -3 minus 3y. Distribute and combine like terms. So you have y equals -2. You are not done. Whether it's substitution or elimination, you have to take that answer and plug it back in. So x equals negative 3 minus 3 times negative 2. So negative 3 plus 6 is x equals 3. That is substitution. On tomorrow's quiz, you have to substitute for 2 of the problems. I have to see that you substituted for 2 of the problems. Meaning I need to see us solving for a variable and plugging that variable in. Like I am looking for those steps. Yes? As long as I see this. Now, elimination. I'm going to pick an elimination problem that's a little bit more difficult, meaning you have to multiply both. Because the simple eliminations are easy. Like number 7 or number 8. You just add them together and the u's cancel or the k's cancel. But what happens when you get to something like number 10? Now, you have 2f plus 3g equals 9, and f minus g equals 2. You can't add or subtract them because they don't cancel. You have to multiply one of the equations to eliminate with the other. I would multiply the bottom by 3 because that will eliminate the g's with just multiplying. Now you add and solve. Once you have one, you have to go back, plug that in, and solve for the other. So if f equals 3, 3 minus g needs to equal 2, or negative g equals negative 1, meaning g is equal to 1. So, hopefully you did okay on that quizzes. Hopefully that quizzes helped you get an idea of what you need to study or if you need to study.